$8 million that the Chinese embassy donated to City Hall for cleanup works around the city, but which never reached the treasury, is now cause for much concern. One of the alleged 3 persons that are embroiled in the disappearance of the monies handed himself in to the city constabulary today. The name given is Wayne Wright Orderson, a former protocol officer at City Hall. Chief Constable Andrew Fu, whose department is conducting the investigations, updated the press on the situation.
So at this point in time, we are actively pursuing an investigation, and in keeping with those persons who would have been party to this whole in terms of request to the Chinese and in terms of possibly receiving in terms of the fund. So we have to establish whether the money was given to the city or in terms of somewhat in terms of NGO agency. So that's the point.
Fu said that Orderson was not under arrest as yet, but that he was assisting with the investigations. In response to the query of who was in receipt of the check, Fu said,
"We have to go to the source."
But why didn't you go to the source first?
We are in discussions with the Chinese.
And they have not identified the individual.
I don't want to say at this point in time.
But your public relations...
I'm not asking you who the individual is. I'm asking if they've identified a person.
But your public relations office did, in fact, has a photograph of Mr. Orderson receiving money, the check from the Chinese.
Well, I don't know if the public relations officer wants to go ahead of the investigation. But what I will say is that we have several persons who we're looking at. And that former employee may be one of the persons, who's party to this matter.
The checks the Chinese gave Mr. Orderson were allegedly written in the name of an organization that former City Mayor Hamilton Green is a patron of. Hamilton Green, who are told, has recused himself from the organization since the story broke. At the current mayor's office, Patricia Chase Green said she is saddened that such a matter had occurred and said, let the chips fall where they may.
We did not even grant the courtesy of being informed that the money was given to us.
Is this an embarrassing situation for the council?
Of course it is embarrassing, because what we have to be now is be more careful of organizations who are saying they're helping the city council and receiving funding from embassies and other places, but not bringing the money to the council, because the council should not be blamed for receiving funds and we did not receive it. I mean, we already have a bad image in the public, and for organizations to be donating money to the council, I mean, when they're looking forward to a program of works, or for us to reply saying, look, your money would have been utilized to do X amount of work and we're thanking you. The council cannot do that because we did not receive the money. In this particular case, we can't say to the Chinese ambassador, thank you very much for your donation.
The city constabulary will not seek help from the Ghana police force because, according to the mayor, they are quite capable of dealing with the matter. As for the other 2 persons who are a part of the deal gone wrong, Mr. Fu said, they will bring them in for questioning. The question is, who will be the whistleblower? We'll soon find out. Rihanna?